Mess it up.
You're going. You had it for a minute there.
Vibration. Come on. I hate you so
I don't know
much.
what's going on anymore.
How long have we been recording?
It's not your concern, all right?
You know what? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Movie in a Pod. This evening we will be discussing Transformers: Rise of the Beast. This is directed by Mr. Capel Jr. and stars Anthony Ramos. And
that sounds like our first trailer.
Absolutely, like no energy.
All right, let's kick it off.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That was I didn't know how long you were recording me.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was enough.
All right. Well,
I didn't catch the whole concert.
Okay, because I tried to put one on.
That was probably about a minute.
My lighter almost came out. Third verse, the lighter comes out, bro. It's just a natural thing,
just
bro.
the way it works.
If I'm listening to good vibrations,
yeah,
that third verse, bro, you could get the lighter out.
I got you. I got you. No,
So
it's understandable. Yeah.
What's goody in the hoodie, man? Talk to me.
Oh, we had a nice rainy weekend.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. Today, just ordinary Monday, nothing crazy.
Okay.
Didn't get out there with any adventures today.
Got you.
Not really many adventures over the weekend. Absolutely no adventures over the weekend.
Well, I can tell you this. I did some day drinking on Saturday.
Okay.
Started around 4, ended around 5. Got back to the house around 5:30. And
so you went hard for an hour?
No, I started at what time? I started at 12. Excuse me, noon.
Because you said like 4 to 5. I was like,
I mean, a lot of Cuervo, dude. A lot of Cuervo. JP just kept on pouring up the shots. You know what I mean? No, started around noon, ended around 5:30. Got back to the house and sent one text message, like an outgoing text message. And woke up, like fell asleep on the couch, woke up at 5 a.m. Yeah, it was awesome. It's the most I slept like in a very long time in one sleep.
Like good Saturday night nap there.
I literally woke up at 5 and I was just like, where
did I make it home?
Dad used to carry me to bed in situations like this, right?
Sleep like halfway on, halfway off the couch.
It was oh man, it was the best sleep of my life, except for like my neck was all like,
yeah,
you know, crypt keeper
sideways
status,
neck.
Man. So,
gotcha. Probably how you felt too, right?
Yeah. So with that, you know, it's Sunday, 5 a.m. I'm up, I'm wired, I'm ready to go. We go see our movie of the week, and just kind of relax for the rest of the day. Try to knock out some yard stuff, but really just chilling and stuff. I didn't go to bed this morning till 3 a.m. It just messed up my whole clock.
Yeah.
And with that, I was like, what am I going to do? So I jumped on HBO Max. Nope, excuse me. It's not HBO Max no more.
Easy.
It is Max.
Right.
And on Max, I watched all of the Smartless on the Road podcasts.
Oh, I watched one of the episodes this weekend.
Actually, really funny. Those guys, all three of them together, just phenomenal.
Well, what I caught from it was basically like Jason and Sean can kind of keep themselves busy. Like
Will can,
you can just watch Will be bored and like just like trying to figure out which one he's going to pick on and mess up their afternoon or whatever.
Yes. Because like Sean, most of the time, he's just in his phone. He's just chilling.
Yeah, he's just doing some stuff.
I'm playing a game. You know, his phone is like this, so he's like playing a game or whatever. And Will's just like, hey, would you gonna eat something? These guys are always
they're always planning their next couple meals. Yeah.
Oh man, but definitely enjoyable. Highly recommend if you're a fan of the Smartless podcast. Listen to ours and then listen to theirs, guys. Okay? Back to back. It's like a package deal, okay? You know how you go to like Walmart sometimes to get movies and it comes like the Van Damme movie and then the other Van Damme movie, or the 2 Steven Seagal movies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or you get like Ninja Turtles 1,
two-pack
Ninja Turtles 2.
Talking about like the
2-pack DVDs.
Okay,
Yeah. Nobody gets DVDs anymore, do they?
Fine.
But you used to get the 2-pack DVDs.
Yeah.
Or they'd be the same one DVD, just 2 movies.
Oh.
Really fancy.
Yeah.
You get the transporter in the transporter too.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's how our pod is, man. You watch, you listen to, you can watch movie in the pod. We're on YouTube.
You can.
We have a link tree. Check it out.
Yep.
Right. Or you can listen to it.
We're gonna have 2 call-outs this week.
I mean, I like to party. You know what I mean? You can listen to it on all the podcasts.
Yeah.
What podcasts are we not on? There's not one. I don't know why that took you so long. You're the guy who puts them up.
I just I made some check marks, and our hosting service does the rest.
Yes, exactly. But then you have Smartlist, so you can listen to us because we're amazing, and you can listen to those guys because they're amazing as well. We're more amazing though, even though Jason Bateman has the best hair on the planet. Yeah,
and what's cool is you can listen to them at the beginning of the week and listen to us at the end of the week. Perfect. That's how we worked it out.
That's a perfect week, bro. That is a perfect week, man. All right, man. Let's jump, if you don't mind, into some movie news. I got some stuff from the Hollywood Reporter. Hit it. I don't know why I add music on music already.
That's fine.
All right, brother. So we have here Roku. Now, those little devices that your grandmother has in their home, where that's how she watches her Netflix.
Yeah.
Roku's trying to become like a streaming service. Well, they are a streaming service.
Yeah, they're also producing the TV, coming out with like the smart TVs. There's a lot of Roku TVs. Yeah, I mean, they got their own streaming channels.
Wild.
They host everybody else, just like the others.
They have a whole channel with Roku originals, man.
Yeah. That's where Weird Al was on.
Weird Al was on that.
Yeah.
There's also Match Me in Miami.
Okay.
Die Hard with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
It says Die Hard 2. Die Harder. Now, was there a Die Hard 1?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
It'd be awesome if there was not a Die Hard 1, okay?
That's fine. That'd be perfect.
The Great American Baking Show, Most Dangerous Game, New York.
All right.
Yeah, they have their own. Yeah, there it is. Weird Al. They have their own channel and stuff. So they're doing some original stuff. I love to see it here. So what we have here, according to the Hollywood Reporter, is Chelsea Peretti is directing, first-time female director. It's a comedy with her, Meg Stalster, and Megan Mullally, and getting a 2024 release on Roku.
Right.
Now, the reason why I thought this was interesting is, one, you got the great Amy Poehler, who is producing it through her Paper Kite Productions.
Nice.
Chelsea Peretti, who is famous from being just awesome and amazing and hilarious in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Mm-hmm.
And she's directing it. But, like, people are trying to put Roku on the map, man.
I think you kind of, with all the different streaming services, you can kind of find a good spot for your content, I guess. I mean, there's a big thing. It's not just the big production studios anymore.
Like, you don't have to go to Netflix.
Exactly. You don't have to hit. There's not just a few places you can go. And Roku's apparently got some money.
That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah,
that is pretty dope. I have what I like to see, right, is more voices telling stories.
Yeah.
And that's what this is going to do. It's going to open things up, right? It's not just like when we were kids, it was NBC, CBS, Fox, WB, right?
4 channels. That's all we had.
4 or 5 channels, right? When we were when we were a little older, it was like USA, TNT,
Sci-Fi,
FX.
Yeah.
But now, we're full-fledged adult men who like vote and have to have library cards and stuff like that, right? We have like Amazon Prime, Apple TV Plus.
I don't have a library card anymore. I don't think.
I definitely have.
I don't know if those expire or how it works anymore.
Mine's digital, bro.
Oh, okay.
It's right here on the old Palm Pilot, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah, I got a Palm Pilot.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
So no, that's what was really cool. So be on the lookout for first time female director, directed by Chelsea Peretti. Pretty excited, guys.
Pretty sweet.
When we get the trailer, we will talk about it.
Cool.
Yeah, man. All right, dude. And like, I when I sent you this, you seemed absolutely excited about this, man. There's a new Leprechaun movie in the works at Lionsgate. I'm really excited about this. No.
So we've had roughly 8 of them, or exactly 8 of them, I think.
I would not know that information.
It's kind of.
I am not a fan.
It's kind of like a weird little series within the film series. There's like you weren't a fan of Leprechaun at all?
The original was like, you watch it because it's like Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
That
was her debut, man.
That was her debut. But like, as far as anything and everything else,
yeah,
like Leprechaun in the Hood, I'm okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Leprechaun
on the Ranch. I don't need to see that. Leprechaun in Space.
For me, it was like the first Leprechaun and Leprechaun 3, I think, whichever one where he's like in Las Vegas or whatever. That one was crazy. But yeah, Leprechaun in Space. Those other ones I've seen.
Wait, was there a Leprechaun in Space?
Yes.
Get the out of here.
Yeah, it was Leprechaun 4 in Space.
I made that up. I had no clue. I had no clue.
Now, I saw the Leprechaun in the Hood. I didn't know there was a second one, Back to the Hood.
He went back to the Hood?
Yeah, apparently went back.
Why would you go back, man?
And then there was 2 more after that. I didn't even know. I didn't know about. They're not that old. 2014 and 2018. There was 2 Leprechaun movies. So
in 2000 he went to the Hood. In 2003 he went back to the Hood.
After he was in space.
After he was in space. All right. So you like, you know what? We're talking way too much about this.
About Leprechaun.
My question to you, man, is what is the draw? Like the first one was like, okay, Jennifer Aniston versus this weird leprechaun. It's this weird kind of niche horror film from '93. Well, the early '90s was wild.
Well, that's all it was. It was just a little horror film. As you notice, when we talk about monster movies and villains and stuff, nobody's ever said Leprechaun.
You know what? When we did our heroes and villains, we did not bring up Leprechaun. And it's because he's such a joke, man.
Exactly. But it's funny. Like, for me, it was kind of a comedic horror movie. Like,
was Chucky on that list? Do you remember or not?
Nah, I don't think he was.
I don't think I added Chucky to that list. Another one was just like, I'm going to punch you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just going to kick you as hard as I can. If I get a really long stick, I can keep you away.
Exactly,
right?
bro.
I don't understand.
I'm not even going to like hit you with it. I'm just going to hold it out so you can't get near me.
Like when they're swinging like underneath the pole trying to hit you.
Keep you at bay, little guy.
Yeah.
Same thing with Leprechaun.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a crazy awesome franchise, but for me it was more of a humor type of thing. And it's like I've seen the movies, but I haven't seen them more than like once or twice for the first one and the third one.
Okay.
The second one was kind of the same way. Saw them once and is like, all right, well, that was enough of that. And then the next one comes out and watch that one too. But that's beside the point. So I was being a little what would you call a little bit
overzealous about it?
There you go. But I mean, I'm watching when it comes out. This is what's gonna happen.
He's like, it's definitely. While the initial reviews were negative, the commercial success prompted a series of films. That's from the first one.
Now it has to be a practical leprechaun. I ain't trying to see the CGI leprechaun.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
Nobody.
Gotta have practical. I think that was the other part. It was like it was a person in costume.
It's Warwick Davis, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a person in costume, so there was a real little leprechaun running around. And I think that was kind of the part that was like, okay, this is amusing.
Yeah.
He just wanted his gold, man. That's all he wanted. All he wanted was his gold pieces. And people kept stealing his gold. That's what happened. His gold just ended up everywhere.
I couldn't even tell you what the plot. You're telling me the plot.
That was the whole plot.
I still don't even remember that. All I know is the only visual that I have, right? And I don't really remember what the leprechaun looked like.
Yeah,
I just remember Jennifer Aniston in some short shorts.
Picture a leprechaun.
Yeah,
that got hit in the face with a lawnmower.
Yeah,
that's this leprechaun. Noted. Yeah. But he wants his gold, and you can kill him with a 4-leaf clover, right in the mouth.
Did one go in his mouth?
Yeah, I don't remember if it went in his mouth or they
I feel like there was a slingshot.
Yeah, it was a slingshot.
There was a slingshot with the 4-leaf clover in his mouth. God, this movie's gonna be corny, bro. Oh, this reboot is gonna be corny. But it looks like the original was intended to be a straight. I'm just on the Wikipedia page where I get all my news. The original was supposed to be a straight horror film, but Warwick Davis injected humor into the role.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I really remember is that scene where somebody, boom. Yeah. But also Jennifer Aniston in some short shorts.
And I think that's the only reason it went as far as it did is because of the humor.
Got you.
If it wasn't humorous, it definitely wouldn't have done anything. I don't believe, except for Jennifer Aniston in it. But she wasn't really known at that point, so,
She was not. All right, guys. We're going to throw these stories on our socials. You excited about Roku popping off?
There's a lot of Leprechaun talk.
And then a new Leprechaun movie is coming at ya. I guess when we get that trailer as well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Super excited about that, guys. What's up? Welcome to this episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
All right, team. On this week's episode, we're discussing the trailers for The Expendables 4, Poor Things, and our Movie of the Week, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Autobots, roll out. All right, team. So we got here some trailers for you. For some reason, we have these old guys still making action movies.
Best movie of the year.
Best movie of the year. Expendables 4 is gonna be the best movie of the year according to Badger over here, guys. Okay. And yes, Sylvester Stallone and Jason Statham. We got Megan Fox, 50 Cent joining the cast. So
super excited.
Super excited about that. So we'll see what happens. And then we have Poor Things, some Emma Stone trippy movie where she comes back to life, guys. We're gonna watch these trailers. If you want to see the full reactions, you check us out on YouTube. Our link tree's in the show notes.
There you go.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Let's fly, baby!
There he is.
Old blood.
Good boy.
New blood. Okay, here we go.
Is that Megan Fox clearing the room?
Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Welcome home, honey.
Uh-oh.
Do you read now?
What is this?
It's classified.
Coming with you.
Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't invited.
Oh.
Nothing can stop me, I can't get enough. Playing with dangerous bad behavior.
Not sure what's happening. Nope.
Sex fighting? I don't know what
That Mr. Smith action?
Bad behavior.
It's not as cool. Brad Angelina.
Can't beat that.
This is old bastard.
I got this situation where I need
Boy.
your help.
That ain't my boy.
Bad friends. Was I'm the new guy?
Like one of his movies, Demolition Man. That's it.
Get a prescription scope.
Well, Hawkeyes, remember this face. Don't shoot it by accident.
That wasn't a good line for him at all.
I rooted for the Russian, dude.
Yeah.
You talking about?
If these babies go off, it'll be World War III.
What are we watching, man?
Take
This is going to get awarded for best movie ever made.
Obviously.
You choose this life over friends, over family.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's time to get loud.
Let's fly, baby!
Oh, now I got my boys playing. All right.
Come on, bring it.
You have to fight the sharks, you know. You're going to need some knuckle braces. Yes.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
See, you're going to be so trash in this movie, bro. You're going to win a raspberry, unfortunately.
They put his best lines in this trailer.
You're going to only lines in the trailer.
Same.
Is that the biggest one you've got? Oh, it's way bigger than that.
All right, team. Well, we got the Expendables. They will, according to IMDb, they will square up against an arms dealer who commands the might of a massive private army.
Best movie of the year.
JV, I'll let you lead this one and walk us through this entire thing because I have no notes.
You despise these movies
I
so
do
bad.
so much,
You
dude.
despise every one of these movies.
Yep, every single one.
And we're at number 4 now. Yeah, you know, I don't. I watched the first one. I've seen all 3 of them. Have you seen them all?
Of course I have.
Yeah, that's what I
Come on.
figured. Yeah, you know, we don't have any. We don't no Jet Li, no Chuck Norris,
No Terry
no
Crews.
Terry Crews. I forgot he was in there too. Yeah, you know, this trailer is not. It's not making me excited about this movie. I just know you don't like it, so I'm trying to be over exaggerate a little bit just to make you a little more upset about it.
I just like, okay. I don't like Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah, I know.
right? I've never liked Sylvester Stallone.
Right.
I was really excited for, like, the comic book that I loved growing up, was Judge Dredd, and he ruined it for me. We talked about this. Judge Dredd does not take off his helmet, and this man was just like, but I'm Sly Stallone, baby.
Yeah.
This is
Gotta
coming
show off
off.
those face.
Gotta show off this, man.
Yeah.
The only movie I liked of his was Demolition Man, and that's more Wesley Snipes and Sandy B.
Yeah.
In the Seashells. Still don't know what the hell's going on with those.
Yeah. That's a good movie though. That was a fun. That was
It's a really good time. But other than that, like, I don't like seeing this guy in movies.
yeah.
I was super happy that he was not in Creed 3. You know, don't at me, bro, okay? But then you add like 50 Cent, like,
Yeah, he was not doing any favors for himself in that trailer.
I get it, right? The Fast and Furious has like Tyrese. And so he's like the funny guy. And he's like bringing the action and everything. So they were like, let's bring in 50
yeah.
and let him be funny. But like 50 Cent is not funny at all.
Didn't seem like it.
Not at all. So, but we got Megan Fox, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's okay too.
Tony Jaa, I really love him. And then this other guy, Iko Uwais, like I've seen him in something. What did I see him in? He was in that movie with, he was in The Raid, and then he was in Mile 22. Yeah, he's a badass.
Awesome.
I'll watch this. If he like kicks ass in this movie, I'll watch this just for him.
Every one of them are going to.
Randy Couture is not going to kick ass, dude. Randy Couture is like 97 years old, bro.
Don't worry about him.
Andy Garcia,
he's the one that's going to
79.
save the day. He's going to save the day.
Randy Couture, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we got another Expendables. Let us know your thoughts. We'll throw this on our socials.
I really thought like the earlier ones were going to be like just retirement movies for all of them. Like, let's do this one last action movie. We're done.
Well, see,
Now we're up to 4.
the problem is this. The first one, it was like that nostalgia effect, right? It was like, oh,
Yeah.
you're bringing all these like old school badass guys in. Like, this is dope.
Yeah, because we had Arnold in those too.
And Arnold in there. The guy from Die Hard, I can't remember his name right now. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
And even Harrison Ford, I think, saluted somebody. I mean, he can crack a bull with or something, but he was in there.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, man, to kind of see that happen, right? But like, we don't need a whole franchise of this because the plot is the same throughout.
Yeah.
Okay? Big team. We got to get the team back together. We got to get the band back together.
Not the band.
We got to then go in here and we got to liberate or we got to destroy or we got to stop this arm. We got to do this thing, right? And then after that, we got to go drink some beers.
Yeah.
And laugh at Randy Couture. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the whole thing. Jason Statham as Lee Christmas, you know, he makes like jokes the entire time.
Right.
At the expense of everybody else, but
he's just being himself.
I'm not excited about this. But he just got off of punching a shark, so I got to give him some leeway, guys. We're gonna throw this on our socials, guys. I don't really care about this, but JV would be first in line. So Leprechaun in this doubleheader, guys.
Cosplay as Sylvester Stallone.
You gotta wear that beret, man.
This is Bella.
What the hell's happening with that?
I don't like that.
Bella, this is Mr. McCandles.
Hello, Bella.
What are we watching?
All right.
She's an experiment.
It's a Disney movie, all right.
Her brain and her body are not quite synchronized. But she's progressing at an accelerated pace.
Leave the little Dafoe to just be like disfigured and weird.
Okey-dokey.
Tell me, where did she come from?
I shall. For it is a happy tale.
I am Bella Baxter, and there is a world to enjoy, circumnavigate. It is the goal of all to progress.
Okay.
A woman plotting her course to freedom.
A lot happening. Mark Ruff.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Carmichael, okay.
Oh.
All right, team. Guess I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel this week, guys. I apologize with the trailers. Our news was more exciting than our trailers this week, guys.
About Leprechaun.
According to IMDb, we got Poor Things. It's the incredible tale and fantastical evolution of Bella Bax, a young woman brought back to life by the brilliant and unorthodox scientist Dr. Godwin Baxter. All right. JV. We'll let you take the lead on this one, man.
Kind of got a weird Dr. Frankenstein thing going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this trailer was super creepy.
I'm gonna watch Batman Returns tonight.
That's fine.
It's 32 years old today.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. No, it's 33. Is it 22 or 23? What year are we in?
We're in 23.
21 years old today.
Nice.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
I don't have much else to say.
Yeah.
Once you watch the trailer, once the team here watches this trailer, they'll understand why we don't have many words.
Can we talk about the Bat, the Cat, and the Bird movie though from 1992 that I'm gonna watch tonight, man? Like I forgot to tell you that like I watched all the Smart List and then I watched 89 Batman.
Yeah.
And it was fire. Like it's still just a fantastic movie. So tonight I'm just gonna use my insomnia to watch the second one.
That's fine.
Then I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to watch. I don't want bat nipples. Can't do the bat nipples.
Ain't trying to watch them do some ice skating.
Nah, I don't want to get to that point. Man, clipped his heels and skates popped out.
Always prepared. Always playing, man. He's always prepared.
Always, give him 20 minutes, bro.
Yep.
Give him 20 minutes, yo. Yeah. Batman versus everybody. Guys, we have this trailer. Poor Things. It stars the amazing Emma Stone. It's got Mark Ruff and Willem Dafoe in it and some other cool people. But we'll let you just watch it for yourself. It's a Frankenstein movie with Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Looks like it's based off a book or whatever, so we'll do that, man. But I'll report back about my Batman adventures, man. It's going pretty awesome, actually.
So should I just cut the trailers out this week?
No, keep them in, bro. Keep them in. That's the best part, man. We have a process our fans expect, okay? We don't want them watching Smartless first, okay? We don't want to mess this up.
Stay number one.
We gotta stay number one.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right, team. We'll throw poor things on ourselves, so let us know your thoughts. All right, brother.
What's up?
Let's just go ahead and do it, man. We got Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Yes, we do.
This movie dropped this past weekend. This movie is directed by Stephen Capel Jr., written by a whole host of people.
Oh, yeah.
And nerds. Joby Harold, Darnell Metayer, Josh Peters, Eric Hober, and John Hober. Just a whole squad of nerds in there.
We had a budget of $200 million, and so far it's grossed $170.5 million.
You're welcome, Paramount.
Starring this for the human cast, we have Anthony Ramos as Noah Diaz, Dominique Fishback as Lena Wallace, Luna Velez as Brianna Diaz, Dean Vasquez as Chris Diaz, and Sarah Stiles as Jillian, Michael Kelly as Agent Burke, and Toby Winwy as Reek. And for the Transformers cast, we have the great Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal, Peter Dinklage as Scourge, Michelle Yeoh as Air Razor, your boy Pete Davidson as Mirage.
I don't want to talk about it.
And Liza Koshy as RC. And, just the rest of the squad of Transformers that show up.
Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and hop into this, man. Before we do, just give us that quick synopsis. What is this movie about? What thingy do they have to thingy in order to stop that thingy?
That's exactly what I'm going to tell you in my synopsis. So the Autobots are on the hunt for two halves of the Transwarp Key, and so are the Terracons. And with the help of the Maximals, Optimus and the crew take on Scourge and his henchmen in order to stop them from opening a space portal and save the world from a planet-eating god Unicron, not unicorn, whichever one.
Hey, man,
Unicron's fine.
I would have let it ride.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't never seen one of those before.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Why do we have this movie after the first night? We had a really dope small Bumblebee movie.
Yeah.
That was set in the 80s with Haley Steinfeld, and that was actually a successful flick.
It was a good one. It was good.
It was really good.
Really good movie.
The best one since the first one.
I agree.
Don't get me wrong. Dark of the Moon is still my favorite because of just the excess. But as far as like story, plot, like how tight it was, it's probably Transformers and then Bumblebee.
Right.
That's the way it kind of goes for me, man. But we have this one, and let's talk about our lead, man. Gone is the days of Witwicky. Gone is the days of Marky Mark as Cade Yeager. We got Noah Diaz.
Yes, sir.
Anthony Ramos, an ex-military electronics expert who lives with his family in Brooklyn. Stand up. Trying to support them, guys. We are here in 1994, which was really cool because obviously the Witwicky and the Witwicky ones take place in like the 2000s.
Yeah.
The Marky Mark ones takes place after that. Haley Steinfeld was 84.
Yep.
This is 94, like 80 something. This is 94. I like that it's like using the timeline, right?
Yeah.
And kind of putting stories in where that almost like how Star Wars does,
Yeah.
I like that. I really thought that was cool, man. But Noah Diaz, he's a street smart, ex-military guy. He's very smart. He loves his family, wants to support them as much as he can, but just needs a break.
And we with the whole dropping stories in a different parts of the time, that's what we talked about Hocus Pocus doing. Just bringing them back up.
We did talk about that. We'll talk about something that we talked about last week too. Just a few minutes here.
All right.
But yeah, we got Noah Diaz, man, and it's Anthony Ramos, and he's famous in The Heights.
Yeah.
And he's also famous for being in Hamilton. So really cool guy, and really loved I really liked his performance here. Like the third act was kind of goofy when he turned into a Transformer himself. I'm gonna ruin it. I don't care. I give 0.
I was gonna say that whole third act was kind of like that.
Yeah, it was wild. There was moments that were cool, but or like I didn't expect you to turn into a Transformer.
Yeah.
You look like that thing from the first G.I. Joe movie. The suit that they had, you know what I mean?
That's where they got it from.
Literally. Damn Mirage. But I like him, man. He wants to do anything in his power to like help his family and make sure his brother, who is suffering from sickle cell disease, kind of gets the finances that he needs. Yeah. And it's a true story in regards to like how people suffer and can't get a break.
Yeah, that can be a whole story on its own.
Exactly. And I definitely
Transformer.
And I definitely appreciated that. He's kind of that catalyst that helps move forward the story.
Yeah.
We got here Dominique Fishback as Elena Wallace, an artifact researcher and intern at a museum. I like that we didn't know what the museum was. It was just on Ellis Island. I don't know if there's any museums on Ellis Island, by the way, but
there's not anymore after this movie too. That thing's blown to
there
pieces.
Was back in 94, right?
Blown to pieces.
In 93 there was, in 94 it was destroyed, clearly. Damn it, Scourge. You asshole. Yeah. Did you ever see the movie that she was in? What the heck? I gotta click on it now.
Oh man.
She was in a movie with JGL, and she was in a movie with my man Jamie Foxx. Did you watch Project Power on Netflix?
I did.
She was the young girl in that who was selling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you think?
She really grew up in a few years,
right?
Yeah. I mean, she's just one of the people that's kind of caught up in the mix. She's able to read the old languages and kind of able to kind of piece the puzzle together of history, right? She can look at a piece of artifact or look at something and really know its history and where it comes from. If it's real.
She's a nerd. Yeah, just say it, Badger. She's a nerd. Okay, let's just get to the point. Okay, why?
She in the movie she does a good job of being that.
This movie. They were like, we got to put ourselves in this movie. Let's do it in the form of Dominique Fishback. Okay, like let's just
saving the world. So she discovers that was the time warp key.
Yeah.
And in that aspect, she gets wrapped up in the whole thing like Noah does. She found it. Noah's trying to steal it. And they end up hanging out and having to run away from robot dogs and stuff like that.
I loved her in this movie, especially when Scourge and his crew was attacking the museum.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is going to sound extremely racist. And I can't get around it. And we're probably going to get canceled. And then Smartless is going to be number 1 after this. But didn't you get the sense that, like, the white leads before in the movies were like, oh, what's going on? What's all these explosions?
Oh, yeah. She's gone.
Let's go.
Gone.
She said, nope.
Keep it.
She left Noah so many times in that damn museum, man. I was like, yep.
Well, as soon as like the first explosion on the wall, she just handed him the thing. Was like, you can have it. I'm out.
I don't want this thing. Right?
I don't need these problems in my life. I'm out.
Yes, exactly. I am never leaving New York again.
Which the theater had a really good laugh at that. It was perfect. It was a good moment. Yeah, that's how she is for a good bit of the movie until she kind of she has to decide if she's going to save the world or not.
Yeah.
And then she has to change her attitude to be like, all right, well, things are going to be exploding. We'll figure it out when that starts happening.
Yeah, we have Transformer juice flying everywhere. You know what I mean? It's gross, but hey, we're talking about Mirage. We'll talk about Mirage in a second. All right, dude. Good gosh, I hate that guy. We got a repeat offender here from last week.
Yeah.
We got Luna Lauren Velez as Brianna Diaz, Noah and Chris's mother here, and she plays. I don't know what kind of she's a mom, but I don't know what her profession is. I thought she was gonna be a nurse type because she was talking about the hospital, but he was dropping his brother off.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, is she really playing a nurse 2 movies back to back like that? Because she was the mom. She's Rio and Spider-Man. I'm Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't file that detail.
It wasn't really written.
Yeah.
What she did, she could have been a diner.
Yeah.
Waitress or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Real quick, a few words. A few mother words, and
she's only in it from the beginning and then the end. So, then we got Dean Scott Vasquez as Chris Diaz, Noah's younger brother who suffers from sickle cell disease. Here, he's kind of the heart of the movie, who kind of helps Noah keep going. You know what I mean? You kind of need that in your life, and he's kind of a badass too.
Yeah, fantastic part of the movie.
Yeah,
his scenes very, very strong. But very minimal.
Yeah.
He didn't get much screen time, but...
Didn't need it, but it was an impact.
Yes, every time he spoke was an impact to the movie. And he did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Good part.
So we got, in every one of these movies, man, you have to have, that comic relief kind of sidekick or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is where this guy comes in, Toby, I can't pronounce your last name, Luigi... Maybe the Ouija, I don't know, but you played Reek.
Yeah.
Noah's friend who talks to him into a Grand Theft Auto. And it's funny because actually, this character is based on a mutual friend of the director Caples, who died prior to filming. But it's almost a through line in every one of these movies, right? Where you have that dumb friend. You had the kid who in the first movie where he was just like, get out. Megan Fox is walking over to my car. Get out, right? The Hispanic friend that he had in the second movie.
Oh yeah.
He didn't really have one in the third movie, but we'll talk. That's probably his parents. We'll say that, right? And then,
well, he did he hung out with the guy from Sector 7.
He did hang out with the guy from Sector 7. Yes. There's always that kind of character, and this was him.
Yeah.
But he was in it in the beginning, and he was in it literally at the end. But still, you got to have that role to play off the lead. And I appreciate that, there's still, a rhyme to these type of movies.
Yeah.
Where you're going to get something a little different, but the setup is kind of the same. So it's good to kind of see some familiar type characters. Sarah Stiles as Jillian, Elena's boss at the museum, who keeps taking credit for her work. Thought she was fantastic.
Yeah, she was a good time.
Was not in it long at all because as soon as we get into the actual transwarp drive situation, all the other characters are unimportant outside of Anthony and Dominique, and then even I'll say Chris.
Well, her office was blown up. So
she
work for her.
She goes, well, I'm working remote.
Yeah. I'll just go back to the house.
The world's first remote worker right there.
Yep,
back in 94, baby.
94.
And then we have the last human here, Michael Kelly, who's actually a great character actor, and I hope he does more stuff.
Yeah.
I like that Paramount brought him into this world as Agent Burke, an undercover recruiter for... I'm going to spoil it for ladies and gentlemen, right?
Spoiler alert. I don't have a button for that.
Men in Black, guys. Men in Black.
I don't have a spoiler alert button.
Hey, man. I just said it, so we're good. For the team who takes down the aliens, Men in Black. No, he's actually an undercover recruiter for G.I. Joe, guys. Stay tuned for the end of the movie. There's some dope end credit scenes. There's 3 of them, actually. Peter Cullen turns into Nighthawk. We got we got some Transformers, guys. We got the legendary Peter Cullen. Now, before we jump into this guy, man, Peter Cullen has been doing this since the 80s.
Yeah.
He's been the voice of Optimus Prime our entire life.
He's just got a robot voice. I don't know.
But it's just like, he has that voice. He does have a robot voice, but he also has that voice that, like, gets you pumped, man. Yeah. Like, I want to fight beside Optimus Prime. You know what I mean?
Good leader voice.
Yeah.
Good morale booster kind of thing.
Yes. Like,
I'm down.
I have no weapons. I have no weapons. I have no weapons training.
Yeah. But we're gonna go fight with Optimus.
Optimus is in the game. I got a chance.
Peter Cullen calls himself. We'll go. I'm not worried about to be Optimus.
Peter Cullen called me right now. I'm going to war.
Yeah.
gotta get it, man. But we got a different Optimus Prime in this movie, right? And the first 3 movies and even the other 2, he's very sure of himself. He's very, like, knows how to lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one, he's not, and he feels really upset about what he has led his team to.
Yeah.
And you feel that in his voice. You feel that in his cadence, because you're like, whoa, okay, like, I've seen all these movies now.
Yeah, yeah.
This ain't Optimus.
Yeah, he's in that spot to where he's not quite the leader we've seen.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's not like all that fond of humanity.
That was another piece. Yeah, you're right. That was another piece. Like,
so he
these humans, man.
Yeah. Like in the other ones with Sam, he's like, "Oh, Sam, blah 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 blah." I like you, Sam. We're good. We're cool together. Whatever.
Get some beers.
Yeah, and then this one, he's like, I don't want the humans with us. I don't need them. We don't need them. Yep. So yeah, that was part of it. He just ain't quite got to that point yet.
So, very interesting. And he's the leader, turns to that 87 Freightliner semi-truck. Just really cool, man.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime is one of those characters from our childhood that is just like forever ingrained as just being like greatness. And that's kind of the guy that he's kind of like a mold of like a Superman, a guy that you just want to look up to.
Yeah.
He's a alien truck that transforms into like this ninja samurai guy, but like it's what we did as kids, right?
Yeah.
We had our guys that we looked up to. It was Superman, it was Batman, it was Spider-Man, it was Optimus Prime, right? It was the Red Ranger. It's Morphin Time, you know what I mean? All these guys. And Optimus is always on top for me, man. And I thought he was really cool.
Oh yeah.
We got Ron Perlman, your boy, joining here as Optimus Primal. Talk to me, man.
This is kind of our first look at the Beast, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we only got a few of them out of the gigantic cast that was from the Beast Wars. But even then, we didn't get to see a whole lot of them.
Yeah.
And I was not excited about that after the film, that we really got the Autobots more than we got the Beasts. Because we've had like the, I forget which movie it is, whatever ones they had the dinosaur.
Extinction 4.
Yeah. You got a lot of them. It was a big part of the movie. But I mean, what we got from Ron Perlman and voicing this character was real strong. It was a real strong character. The Optimus Primal in general, that character in the movie, we just didn't see a whole lot of them, man. We just didn't get enough of them.
Yeah, he got like this out of all the Maximals, he got the second most like screen time. Obviously, it was AirRaiser, who we'll talk about in a few seconds here, but it was him, right? And I don't know about you, man. It's like, yes, growing up, I loved Transformers, but I really wasn't into it in like the mythos until Beast Wars.
Yeah.
And then when Beast Wars, I was like, this speaks to me, man.
Yeah, and that was kind of our time.
It was the 90s.
Yeah, it was right when we were really enjoying.
The 80s were definitely the trucks, the vehicles, stuff like that, right? That G.I. Joe type animation.
Yeah.
Us, we had the 90s, man. They did Beast Wars. Beast Wars was more like digital, computer generated, right? And how dope it was.
And that had like 3 or 4 iterations.
Exactly.
Of Beast Wars that lasted for a while.
Yeah, and all I watched was the first iteration.
Yeah.
It's like watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers after like the first 2 or 3 seasons. Like, don't do it.
Yeah, I think it went into like the metal, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was
well, I don't remember exactly what it was called.
It got way too edgy for me.
Yeah.
Just like Power Rangers Neo Force or whatever. When they were driving, they all had like, SUV cars or whatever. It just got wild. But like the thing I loved that Ron Perlman's voice acting brought to Optimus Primal is that he is a pacifist at heart.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Unless he has to.
And it was a good side by side with the Peter Cullen Optimus.
That was dope.
The voice was fantastic.
And like Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime was like, once again, this is a different Optimus.
Yeah.
This Optimus was like, we're gonna square. We're gonna throw hands.
And
we're gonna fight.
And so the beasts were from the future, correct?
I don't really know. Like that really was not explained about like where the timeline, because like remember the trend, and we're about to get really. This is why there's 19 nerds who wrote this movie.
Well, he says like I was named after you, and then at the end of the movie,
Optimus
he's like
been around forever. So
yeah, and then at the end, he's like, yeah, you got a point. He has been around for a while.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he says, like, your sacrifice is the reason, is the cause for our.
Yeah, it was like his tag. It was like his tagline.
Yeah,
because they said it at the beginning. Once the other guy, the other leader, kind of sacrificed himself there. So, there's okay. Let's back up a second.
So the time warp thing,
because there's so many damn nerds who wrote this movie. Like, it kind of gets wonky.
Yeah.
And, like, those are the wonky bits that we're trying to make sense out of.
And we're trying to fight and run after this artifact, and that takes over everything.
Yeah.
We lose a lot of story because...
this is the focus.
We're fighting over these artifacts.
Yeah. Basically stop Peter Dinklage from getting this thingy.
The
thingy.
Time... I don't forgot what it's called.
It's called a MacGuffin.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely what it is. Yeah.
It's a thingy, and it does a thingy.
The time warp key, transwarp key. Key. Yeah, that overtakes a lot of good story we could have got.
Yeah. But I did like the Indiana Jones scene when they went under the. They were like in, I don't know what city they were in. But when they went underneath or whatever, the caverns and everything, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scene too, that whole thing leading up to that.
Yeah. All right, guys. So basically, we both agree that Optimus Primal's a badass, and that was like our childhood, and he was our Transformers leader. And it was really, really cool to see him. I just wanted to see more of him.
He wasn't my favorite.
Wait, what? Who was your talk to me real quick here. No. Okay. No. Let me answer. Let me ask this question correctly. Okay.
Yeah.
Beast Wars back in the 90s. He was not your favorite.
No.
Who was your favorite?
That's where my little surprise comes into play, Clyde.
I
gave my little surprise here.
He got a little surprise, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a 28. I have a 28-year-old toy.
Wow.
And it's a Cheetor from the original Beast Wars toys that was made in 1995.
Bro.
So that is 28 years old. Be careful because it might fall apart. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to.
Don't touch it. Don't transform it.
I'm not. Yeah, we're not transforming this guy.
So, Cheetor is my favorite from the Beast Wars. And you know what? That set in a box at my mom's house till probably about 2 or 3 years ago.
Wow.
And then I stumbled upon it and I was like, that's pretty sweet. And it has all the parts to it.
It's got all the parts.
The gun is together. Right there. Yeah, it's all together.
It's crapping the gun out right there.
Yeah, so
wow. Is there like there's got to be so usually on like the feet or something there's like the marking from the year or whatever?
Yeah, it's stamped in one of the legs. It's 95.
Wow.
So Beast Wars came out in 96, so they made that
right before.
Yeah.
Because what they always did is they dropped the toys.
Yeah.
And then they did the show.
Yeah.
Oh, they wanted to change it up. Man, this is dope, man. And you know what? Optimus Primal was my favorite, obviously, because I'm like the leader type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Leo from Ninja Turtles, obviously my favorite, right?
Yeah.
Everybody hates Cyclops, but he's my favorite X-Men. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Well, Cheetor was like the young guy, right?
He was
like the kid.
He was like the Mikey of the team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's dope, man.
Yeah, I've had that for a while. That's why I was kind of excited about this, but it sucks because we really didn't get much of him.
Yeah, like 3 lines.
Yeah, I mean, he had some pretty dope fight scenes at the end.
Yeah,
but
we'll talk about that.
It was very small.
We'll talk about that when we talk about the sets and everything here. Right. So let's move forward here. All right, man. We got Peter Dinklage as Scores, leader of the Terracons and a trophy hunter, transformed into a black Peterbilt 359 logging semi-truck here. And we've had some really cool villains to the Autobots, to the good guys. I think Scourge takes the cake, man. He's like better than the OG Triple OG, man.
Yeah, he had just that evil to him that you haven't really seen. We haven't seen somebody that's this just destructive.
This destructive and thinks like he's a god.
Yeah.
Right? Like has a god complex. Like that makes a really good villain to me.
Yeah.
When you think that you're above and you're better because you think that you're above this, you're this higher power. Yeah. And that's what he thought. Well, obviously, he got, you know.
That's cool you say that. I don't know if you caught it, but like he was infused with Unicron's power as well.
They did say that, yeah.
So
and you saw
he
that
would have a god complex.
But
they all 3 of them did.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work out good for him, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, Peter Cullen had to lay that smack down on his candy ass.
Yeah,
I don't know why I got to bring the rock and everything.
Yeah,
but, you know. But no, but he was actually my favorite out of all the films. He's actually been my favorite villain.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him. Like you see what's the leader of the other bad guys? Optimus
Megatron.
I don't know why that slipped me, right? Because he's soft.
Right.
You see him and it's like cool,
yeah.
but he's not. He doesn't bring fear into me for the team.
Yeah,
against like the Autobots. Like he's always like, "Oh, Autobots are here. Let's fall back. Oh, snap!"
Yeah.
Right. Like there was more Autobots than there were Terracons in the fights. There's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
Scourge was like, "We throwing hands."
Yeah.
That right there was like, I see the mindset of this guy. He does think that he is bigger, better, and badder. He does whoop some ass. I get it.
I mean, it was basically straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to kill whoever he's got to kill.
But he has a mission.
Yep.
He doesn't want to get hemmed up by his boss, obviously. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to get sent to HR.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Going to get rode up.
This is your 3rd offense, damn it. One more, get a box.
Yeah.
Because he did hem him up in the movie,
yeah, he
too.
did. Yeah.
All right, guys. We have Michelle Yeoh as Air Razor, a maximum warrior, and transformed into a falcon, a Peregrine Falcon. I don't know how to pronounce that. My call sign is Black Falcon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Sitting across from Badger.
Yep.
So she had the most screen time out of any of the Maximals.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have been like that, but it makes sense why they did that. She's the one who got them from Ellis Island all the way to, where the hell were we at again, man? Peru?
I think so, yeah.
We're in Peru, right?
Actually, I mean, technically, Elena Wallace is the one that got them to the other piece.
Yeah, but who's the one who was just like, yo, let's ride out?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I definitely agree with that part, yeah.
No, she was really cool, man. It sucks that she had to go the way that she went, but I totally understand.
Yep.
Watch it. Michelle Yeoh actually had a really good voice presence with Air Razor. I really enjoyed that here.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, moving forward here, man. I got to shit on this guy for like 20 minutes. So
yeah, let's go.
Do we have time?
We got 7 hours and 40 minutes on this SD card. So
we got a lot here, guys. Yeah. I'm just let me move off this screen and go over here to my Pete Davidson hate screen.
Enhance.
Enhance. Guys, I don't know how you feel about this, okay? And I don't really care. This is our podcast.
He's got a point.
I am tired of Pete Davidson.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're getting canceled.
Oh, no.
Pete Davidson infuriates me so much.
And you know what? Like, I feel the infuriation, but at the same time, I'm okay with seeing Pete Davidson do more work because it's funny. It's funny. It's just this random guy who's just out there doing his thing, and every week it's escalating. Like on the week-to-week basis, it's a Pete Davidson.
I feel like
does
we go
bigger,
to the
bigger
movies.
Things.
I feel like it's the year of Pete Davidson. Like every time we go to the movies, we see Pete Davidson, and I get more pissed off at the world.
Well, I see him all over everything.
True.
He pops up on everything.
Very true.
And then all of a sudden now he's like basically the leading role in this Transformers movie.
He's 6'3", too, so he's not even a little guy, man. Like that pisses me off as well, man. I can't even pick on him because he's so small. Guys, I just don't think that he's that funny. I don't think that he is that good of a comedian. I don't think he's that good of an actor. And you know what? All that doesn't matter.
Right.
You know why that doesn't matter? Because he killed his role as Mirage, man.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't, man. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
All the crap that I've been giving him for the last year or two, because he's been with so many hot girls. I don't know, dude.
I mean, he's done some bad stuff, though. Like, he's also done some not good movies.
Yeah, bodies, man. We talked about it.
It's not always a good thing. It's not always good stuff, but either way, it's being talked about.
Yes. Basically, he kills it in this role as Mirage. His Autobot spy who can project holograms, transform into a silver blue Porsche 964 Carrera RS 3.8. Davidson described this role as Jim Carrey's The Mask meets Bugs Bunny in lieu of the rebellious personality. I thought he was really dope, man. He was the Michelangelo of the team.
Yeah.
Usually that's reserved for like in the first three, that was really reserved for Bumblebee.
Right.
But it was Mirage here, and Mirage did his thing. Pete Davidson did his thing. I got to give him his flowers, man, because like he was funny. He kept the story moving. He kept the heartbeat between Chris and Noah alive. And like the even the sacrifice at the end was just really dope, man.
Yeah.
And like I really feel like Pete Davidson kind of gave it his own spin. I feel like there was like the script. He was like, "Hey nerds, this is not gonna work. I'm gonna say this instead." And they were just like, "Oh yeah, that's funny. Haha, do it, whatever." Yeah, and like it was funny. There was just scenes in here and lines that he delivered that was just fantastic, man.
Don't say it.
I'm warming up.
You're gonna say it.
I'm warming up.
Go ahead and say it.
Not gonna say it.
Go ahead and say it.
I'm warming up to Pete Davidson. Okay. Maybe you just need to do voice. Maybe I don't need to see you. Just do.
There you go. Yeah, just stay off film.
Keep on doing voice work, and we can be boys. Okay. I'll invite you to the barbecue and stuff, man. He definitely did his thing. I really enjoyed him. He was the ultimate comic relief as far as the voice characters in this movie, man. Yeah. Real quick, moving forward, just the last few ones here. Liza Koshy as Arcee, a Autobot sharpshooter who transformed into a red and white Ducati 916 motorcycle. That was pretty dope. Mm-hmm. John DiMaggio as Stratosphere, an Autobot air soldier. Really, really cool.
Really awesome. Gave us one of the coolest scenes.
You really did. Yes. We got Rhinox in here, Battletrap, Apple Link. We got Nightbird, who's a Terracon, Unicron, who was voiced by Coleman Domingo, a world-devouring planet-sized transformer who literally thought they were a god.
Yeah.
It was a proper live-action depiction after being teased in The Last Night. So, and then we got Cristo Fernandez as Wheeljack here. Cristo Fernandez is really famous for being in Ted Lasso. He plays Danny.
Nice.
So that was a really cool, just adding him to this movie.
Yeah.
He also was in Spider-Man No Way Home as a bartender. I got to go watch that and find out. I just pulled up his Wikipedia here. So, but yeah, he's really famous for being Danny Rojas. So that was really, really cool, man. Yeah. That is our cast. Oh yeah, and the person who voiced Cheetor is Tanguy Krisa. So
right.
Yeah. And we got, Bumblebee, who is non-voice, and then Scorpionox as well. Brother, do me a favor.
What's up?
Tell me what you thought about this 90s music setting, New York. Talk to me, man.
As far as the music, we kind of got the, what is that? What is the, now that's what I called music, 90s edition.
Don't do that to them.
That's I mean, when you're going to get a movie, you're going to get the hits.
Yeah.
Right? And we got the hits, which the hits were fire, obviously, from this era. But yeah, I mean, it was great music that was pretty well placed. As far as the set and them going through the Peru was beautiful.
Yeah, that was really cool, man.
Just cruising through the, Brooklyn and things like that. Kind of the late night setting and all that was gorgeous as well. When they were down in that little cave. That was probably one of the, like you said, that was one of your favorite scenes.
I was Raiders of the
Lost
Lost
gorgeous.
Ark right now, man.
Yeah. It was pretty cool to see that. But we get towards the end of the movie, we really lose a lot. Like when we were in the forest. The forest was beautiful when we first meet Primal.
Yeah.
That whole scene right there next to that waterfall was really cool. But the last real big fight was just kind of
CGI black. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, the music was dope. I love when you are in an era and you drop the music from that era, man.
Yeah.
And you feel it. Little Wu-Tang, little Tribe Called Quest, man. Little Digital Planets and stuff like that.
That's where we were growing up. That was our influences.
Those are our influences, baby. So I really thought that was really, really cool, man.
Yeah.
That definitely put a smile to my face. But yeah, the look, I love seeing Brooklyn. I love seeing New York, man. You can shoot New York 90,000 different ways, man, and I'll be in awe every time. It's just a beautiful landscape, man. But you're right. We went to Peru, Machu Picchu, Cusco, all these different places, right? St. Martin, all this stuff. But that last gray fight scene where you have all these Terracons coming into the fight, and it's just like you don't know who's who.
Right.
And then you only see the Maximals like maximize for 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we didn't really even see it. It was more the Autobots, like you said earlier, who did work than them, man. The Autobots were more vibrant and fun, and you saw them do work. Now I will say this. Rhinox with that mallet.
Yeah.
He laid the smack down a few times, bro.
Yeah. But that's all we got, just a few times.
That's all we got, man. Like Optimus Primal didn't do much. Cheetor didn't do much, right?
They all had like a cool little scene. Like Cheetor had a cool scene where he was just doing some work, and then Rhinox had a scene where he was doing some work. Yeah. But that's it. That's all we got. Then it was all on Noah and Optimus.
So
and then Bumblebee.
We did talk about that. We got to talk about that. So early in the movie, when they were still in New York on Ellis Island, Bumblebee takes the dive,
which was probably my favorite fight scene out of the movie. Was that first one
at Ellis Island?
Yeah.
That was dope.
I think that was the best looking, right? Because the real vibrance of it and blowing things up and
even
all that
at
stuff.
like they pulled it off at night.
Yeah,
I mean that was really, really cool.
Real Jurassic Park raptor,
right?
Raptor vibes,
right? Yeah. I like that, but yeah, we got Bumblebee. He takes a dive, and they kind of carry his body through everything, and he goes to Peru, kind of lays him on this bed of Energon.
Yeah,
Unicron starts doing his thing, brings him back to life. That drop scene, bro, that was my favorite.
That was straight out Iron Man.
That
dude.
was
straight out Iron Man 2.
Straight out Iron Man 2, bro.
Beautiful.
Oh, man. Stark Expo, baby.
Superhero land and everything. It's fantastic. So good.
It was really dope, man. Like, I love Optimus, but like Bumblebee is obviously number 2 for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with those guys, man. And he did work. Okay. I was just even like when like the beam and like it pulsated.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh,
Unicron done messed up now. I was yelling. I was like, yo, Unicron done messed up now, bro. Bumblebee.
Yeah.
And then when he opened the back of the plane, I said, round 2.
I love how it's like, this, you see this old rusty plane, right?
Yeah.
And it transforms, and it's in like old beat up transformer, like an old man transformer.
Yep.
I never really understood that because it happened before too.
Yeah.
In one of the other movies.
Second one, yeah.
Yeah. Where it's just like an old man transformer. Like how do you age like that? It was interesting.
Hey man.
The same thing happened this one. Then he's just old beat up plane.
Hey man, but got that Energon boost.
Yeah.
Was ready to go. So so that was really cool, man. That was my favorite fight scene. Just kind of see that drop from Bumblebee.
Yeah.
But you are right though. Moving forward to that third act where everything's just like kind of a gray mess. And it's like if you're gonna call it Rise of the Beast, use them more.
Yeah.
I feel like Extinction, we thought we were gonna get the Beast, the Maximals and stuff, and then we got like these dinosaur type things or whatever. And that was like, there was a cool scene where kind of, Optimus kind of rides one and they kind of go through and like whoop ass and everything.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you're wasting my time. I came for the reason why I was in this movie is to see Optimus Primal, Cheetor, and the rest of the crew do work. And like, I don't want to say robbed of that because like I had a good time. Yeah. But I wanted more of that.
It should have been the opposite.
Yeah.
Like it should have been like the Primals going and meeting the Autobots and needing their help, not the Autobots going to the Primals or the Maximals and needing their help. It was right. Like
I would have liked it if the Autobots was not in this movie. Like I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Bumblebee, right?
Yeah.
I love Optimus, right? Like I look up. to Optimus Prime and the way that he talks and motivates people, man. But like my childhood fandom with Transformers started with Beast Wars.
Yeah.
And when this movie was announced, I was like, oh,
super excited,
dope. But then the trailers and I was like, okay, why the hell are we in cars?
Yeah. Where does this intertwine, right?
And why does it intertwine? I was like, okay, we're going to get a Beast Wars movie, but we're going to get Optimus Primal getting the help of, like you just said, getting the help of Optimus and the Autobots, and they're there to kind of assist.
Agreed.
But it was really like, I mean, I did like the scene where Optimus and Optimus Primal, Prime and Primal were just like, hey, that was my guy. Like, that was my thing. That kind of reminded me of Legolas and the other guy in the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, where they were counting, right?
Or you ever played an RPG.
So that was really cool, man. All right, let's talk about a theme here. It's a Transformers movie, guys.
Save the world. That beat you to it?
You beat me to it.
Get the thing and save the world?
Get the thingy and make sure the thingy doesn't happen, okay? That's the theme of these movies, guys. There's like we talked about earlier, there's a rhyme with all these movies.
Yeah.
You got to get the thingy before they get the thingy to stop the thingy from happening.
Yeah.
So you can do the thingy that you want to do with the thingy.
But don't lose it.
Don't lose the thingy.
Because then they'll get the thingy.
Because they'll obviously scoop the thingy up, okay? Yeah. Like Fumbarooski, okay?
And you'll have to make a decision of what to do with the thingy.
With the thingy, right? And you're going to leave it to the human, obviously. Because we need humans in these movies.
Yeah.
For some reason. I still don't know why after 6-7 of these. Mm-hmm. Like Bumblebee, it actually made sense. That was a relationship between a girl and a car.
She saves him.
She saves him.
And then this one was probably, I would say, after, like, obviously, again, it's Bumblebee in the first one. That was a pretty good relationship.
That made sense.
This one was one of the better ones, though.
Yeah.
More because you get to connect with Noah first.
True.
You connect with him, then we all connect with Mirage.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why Sam was in the third one. I don't know why he was in that last battle in the third one. Why did you ride out, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, because he stole your girl. Yes. Oh,
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Optimus could have saved her. He had a jetpack.
Yeah, he did have a jetpack.
You did not have a jetpack, Sam.
We didn't. Yeah.
But I'm just shitting on these
I know, right?
But
we could do that all day, though.
But I don't get me wrong, guys. So I'm crapping on this movie, but like I also love these movies.
Yeah.
Because you have to have, for every Inception, right? For every like the Clock Tower, for all these type of movies, right? You gotta have Clockwork Orange. Excuse me. You have to have a movie that you can just turn your brain off and just enjoy the spectacle. And this is that movie.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not getting emotional with this film.
Right.
Like I got emotional with the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
This is just like absolutely fun. Let's get through it.
Yeah.
Let's see how Optimus Prime tear off somebody else's face at the end. Because that's what he's known for. He's either going to shoot it off or tear it off. Optimus Prime is like killer, okay?
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's what you do, right? It's for the movie having whatever flaws it had, it was still a fun watch.
Yeah,
still a good time.
Definitely there. All right, team. So that is our conversation about Transformers: Rise of the Beast. JV, you give me your thoughts and ratings, brother.
Yeah, so we both gave a lot of thoughts through all of these movies.
Yes, sir.
And about the trailers we watched as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was looking forward to this one, like you said, and seeing these the Beast Wars, and having a movie about the Beast Wars. Now, the movie title is Rise of the Beast. It's not Beast Wars. But, still wanted a little bit more.
Yeah, a lot more.
At least more of all of them at the same time, because we really only got Optimus Primal and Air Razor.
Yeah.
That's really only two we got to really.
We didn't even see her transform.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
So you had 4 characters there that we could have worked with, but we only worked with 2, and the other 2 were just for fun, I guess.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucked. But all in all, just watching the movie from the beginning to the end and being in the theater and watching it, it was still a good time. I still enjoyed all the characters that we had in front of us. It's going to get 4 buckets of popcorn from me, sir.
All right, a 4 bucko from old JV.
What's up with you, man?
All right, man. This movie's going to get 3 buckets from me, brother.
Fair.
It's a middle of the road movie.
Yep.
I still think the 2 best in the series is Transformers and then Bumblebee.
Agreed.
They're just tighter scripts, and you felt that, like, if you're going to put humans in this movie, they're going to need an emotional attachment to it.
Yeah.
And those 2 movies made the most sense. Now, then it comes this one.
Yeah.
But definitely those 2. This one, man, I love the 90s New York feel. I love the representation.
Yeah.
Getting an Afro Latino. Basically, you got Miles Morales in this movie. And then, you have this young black girl. So you know how much I love representation in movies. So that was really dope as your leads. And then you got this story that is, once again, the lead the thingy.
Yeah,
We're not going to go down that again. But, that's what these movies do.
Yeah, yeah. There's a reason for all these people to be out doing this.
Yes.
It's not just coincidence.
Not coincidence at all there. So, your boy Pete Davidson was actually a bright spot. That pisses me off to say that, but it is what it is. Stephen Capel's direction was a lot different than Michael Bay's, and I would like to see it, man. He kind of added his own style and aesthetic to this movie, man. I really enjoyed that. So,
okay, good deal.
3 buckets of popcorn. Let's see what happens next. Supposed to be a 3rd one, and then maybe a Yo Joe movie. So, yeah, we'll see what happens there.
Sweet. We'll get the rock back.
If you smell All right, team. Thank you, subscribers, to this week's episode talking through Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Next week, we will be discussing, that's right, Ezra Miller's The Flash.
You can catch that in a theater near you.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I am Javier Villalobos. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Like always, keep watching.
All right.
Roll out.